Welcome back, everybody. It's time for game number 2, Titan vs. Execration, third place decider. Titan whomping Execration game 1 LD.
Whomping. That's a good word.
I don't know if it's an actual word.
Well, it's definitely an appropriate. It sounds like a good word.
Yeah.
If it was a word, it'd be a great word.
It's what like the
I say thwomping a lot. I don't know if that's a word either.
anything with like it rhymes with stomp. So like I want to say stomp, but like stomp's overused. Let's go with whomp or
Let's just whomp it.
thump, like you say.
There you go.
The Whomping Willow from Harry. Is it the Whomping Willow?
The weeping willow.
Weeping Willow. Well, it whomps people.
Well,
It fucking like derails a car in the movie as well as the book.
yeah, it's got like those crazy arms that just like swat things around and picks the car up.
That's what Titan did to Execration in game 1.
Yeah, they were the weeping willow and
yeah,
Execration was the car.
But it's game 2. Execration down a game, but they're not out. Best of 3, third place decider. I think it's $500 for the winner of this match. So it's pretty small amount, but looking at the big prize pool, $3,000 up for grabs. That's going to be our grand finals later on today.
Yeah, that'll be a great match. Scythe versus RRQ, but right now, Titan leading 1-0 in the series, and, well, they did it on the back of Lycan. And Lycan, he's banned, I think.
Yeah.
A well-advised ban from Execration, as we'll see a first overall pick, Nature's Prophet. Definitely a strong hero in this patch, although there's quite a few teams that won't pick him until, like, the second or even... Well, not the third stage, but generally the second stage is when a lot of teams will pick him up.
Yeah.
Or if you second pick, but first overall pick.
Yeah. Casting Execration in the semifinals, they picked a lot of Sanking as well, like just using that greedy jungle Sanking type play. This was one of their kind of go-to supports, and we'll see it once again here. As for Titan, Ancient Apparition, Nyx Assassin. Nyx was actually banned in the third stage last game, so maybe Execration, knowing that Titan like to use this hero, decided to ban it out, and well, we'll see Nyx Assassin this time around though.
Yeah, is it Net who plays the Nyx?
Do
they run it off lane for...
Off lane for the most part, I want to say. But
okay, so an Ohio hero then?
Yeah.
There you go.
But
yeah, Nyx has generally been off lane for most teams.
He doesn't synergize well with an AA support. Normally you want another range support.
Yeah, for the chilling touch.
Unless you have like a Weaver AA, then maybe you could get like a melee stunner, but...
Yeah. Even then, Nyx Impale is... You don't want to have to rely on Nyx Impale to initiate in the laning stage. So...
Yeah.
We'll see 2 junglers get banned out now, and... Well advised, respect bans against Mr. Extinct. He had a slow start last game, but you could just see his instincts kicking in where he's like, my jungle's warded, I could buy sentries to deward and just sit back and farm, or I could just exert pressure and make plays, because they're running a storm mid, we only have Lion to shut him down mid-game. I'll just go smoke with the Centaur. And that's what he did, and it worked out.
It's where Titan really excel. Like, you look back at the team that played at Orange at TI3, this was a team who, the first 10 minutes, they would win the early game
like 90% of the time.
Yeah, 90% at least of their games. Even when they were like going to lose the game, if you look at the first 10-15 minutes of the game, they were almost always winning it. And mostly it would come through the jungle play of Extinct going for early ganks. And even when they didn't have a jungler, they used smokes and early ganks better than any other team out there during that TI3 era. That was them just winning every early game. Just their late game play wasn't as flawless as their early game play.
Yeah, and Net and Extinct were... If you actually look at even the rune stats at TI3, they got more runes than any other team. And a lot of that just came down to great support play in the laning stage. So, well, they go Rubik here. So this will be their support duo that puts Nyx into the off lane. They'll still need their safe lane carry for KYXY as well as their solo mid for Yamate. I am curious to see what they go for here.
It is the Whomping Willow LD. That's what chat's saying.
I thought it was the Weeping Willow. Maybe I'm wrong.
There's Moaning Myrtle, but she's not weeping. And then, I don't know.
Is chat going ham on me here?
I don't know. I gotta. This is gonna. What? Weeping Willow. Let's see what. Okay, Weeping Willow shows. Okay, maybe it is the Weeping Willow. The Weeping Willow is an ornamental tree. This is Weeping Willow is not from Harry Potter.
It's an actual tree.
It's an actual tree by the looks of things.
Okay.
Whomping Willow.
Okay.
Is a very...
Well, I mean, you're the Harry Potter expert here, so...
Yeah, Whomping Willow is a very
weeping.
valuable, very violent species of magical plant. Whomping Willows attack anyone and anything that comes within range of its branches. A deciduous plant, its limbs function as arms, and any damage to them must be treated in much the same way. Okay.
Well, I learned something new today.
Alright, I believed you when you said Weeping Willow.
Well, you shouldn't have believed me. That was your first mistake, was trusting me.
Yeah.
I was just testing you, and you failed. You failed, gods. But Weaver's the pick. Ancient Apparition plus the Weaver passive, very strong together. So I wonder if we'll it's a little weird to go aggressive try when you're running a Nyx, because he's not like a hero who really needs the farm priority, but they can just run a defensive try and get their early levels, and you look to use that combo in the mid game. So
yeah,
just look at Yamate's solo mid now.
I think, and Rubik AA, a decent roaming combo as well. AA, and the other thing you can do is have AA help out mid lane for the first wave or two, pop a chilling charge just to get some early last hits, especially if you run something like a Shadow Fiend mid. It doesn't have to be looking to use the AA Weaver combo right from level 1, especially if the offlaner Prophet is going to be playing ultra defensive.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about Titan though. They're running 2 level dependent supports, and Execration running a good hero to shut down their camps in the Prophet. Sure, you can use Chilling Touch to maybe kill off the first wave of Trance, but it's not something you can really spam every time the Trance come out. And well, we'll see. We'll see how Execration, if they look to really put a lot of pressure on these supports, and if Titan look to adapt by just roaming quite a bit.
Yeah, and Execration haven't picked up their carry or mid just yet either. They pick up the Mirana for now, so you feel this is like a mid Mirana, carry Mirana?
I want to say like a safe lane Mirana. But they also don't know what Titan's running mid, so they may just wait and kind of...
Yeah, they get last pick, so...
They may just wait and see, yeah.
That's true. They can just decide later on.
What is Titan going to run mid? They don't really have a good initiator or like kind of... Well, they've got okay initiation, but they don't really have like a frontline hero to start the fights. Nyx can jump in and impale, but...
Reserve time.
There's no one to like man mode in the fights, like a Dragon Knight or Clockwork or Centaur or anything like that.
I mean, Puck's just always so good, just because of the Blink Waning Rift. Like, using Blink Waning Rift on a Sand King or Dazzle to start off a fight, you can burst down one of those 2 heroes, and then you've just won the team fight, so...
They're gonna ban out Night Stalker. Interesting ban.
I guess they've 4 fairly squishy heroes. Like, Nyx is very squishy if he can't cast Carapace or Impale to protect himself, so...
Yeah. Avoid is, like, over half of almost all these heroes' health.
Spectre ban. They think Weaver's like going mid / off. Like you could do Weaver offlane with Nyx mid, I guess. So
they could also run potentially dual lanes. I want to say like Rubik +1 safe lane, Nyx mid, Weaver +1 offlane. Maybe it's not great, but
even a Weaver AA offlane like.
Oh, that's what I was saying.
Okay,
yeah, Weaver.
yeah.
Maybe I misspoke, but yeah, Weaver AA offlane, Nyx mid, and Rubik +1 safe lane. Could work.
Yep.
10 seconds.
Well, we'll find out in just a second here. Titan still have a good minute plus of extra time to think things through with their last pick, but I like where their draft is going, and it's...
They've got 4 ranged heroes. Do they go Drow?
Probably not.
Luna?
Yeah. I don't think they need another hard... If they go for a hard carry, I think a Spectre type carry is good, because it's like a tanky frontline type carry, but I don't think they want like a sit back and right click kind of carry, because they've got the Weaver for that.
I'm just saying, if this was Ii-sama, he'd totally go Drow here.
Yeah, Drow Ranger all the way.
I'm not sold on that hero, but we don't see the SA teams pick it, so no need to flame it. No need indeed.
Yep.
Well, as for we've talked a lot about Titans draft, but Execration, what will they go for? Most likely I expect the defensive tri-lane. Most teams that are running Sand King, they like to just like stack the woods, farm with level 2 Sandstorm. Dazzle needs his levels anyway. They're not that strong offensively. They could go for a smoke gank, but that's about it. They could run offlane Mirana here and then pick up like maybe a Luna safe lane, just some sort of safe, stable carry.
Your Prophet would you put Prophet jungle or like mid then?
Oh yeah,
that's where the Prophet's kind of has to go offlane or either offlane or safe lane solo.
Yeah, if it's like EG, they'd totally run the RTZ Prophet mid.
Yeah. Titan go TA though. Okay.
They don't really have a good answer for this TA. Yeah. There's Ember Spirit out there. Flame Guard's not bad. Alchemist is pretty decent against TA, just for the acid spray. Refraction is useless, but
not many good TA. This is, I mean, gives them a good hero that can kind of go in first with the Nyx Assassin. Like both of those heroes can just run and look to start off a fight. So
I don't really feel like I have a good handle on how Execration is going to pick, so I'm just going to wait and see what they do.
Yeah, good call.
Good call.
I'll sit back with you, LD.
We're chilling here. It's late on a Friday night, Saturday night, Friday
night. Yeah, it's a good time to be casting.
We have no sense of time here at the house. The only reason I know when it's the weekend is when I'm trying to order equipment for the studio and they won't deliver it because it's the weekend.
Oh, nice.
Oh, great. Damn, we have a show and we don't have the equipment we need.
Damn people with their regular schedules. Whoa.
And meanwhile, I think we're having an earthquake.
We're having a fucking earthquake. That was like a legit earthquake.
That was pretty intense.
That was the first legit earthquake I've experienced.
I'm gonna go Google and make sure there's not something worse coming.
Guys,
hold on.
If the stream goes offline, please panic. Somebody call someone to make sure we're okay.
We heard the vent shaking. Like recent recent earthquakes 1 hour ago, 3.6. That's very low.
No, well, this one was. Well, we're not looking 1 hour ago, We're looking 1 minute ago.
Is California overdue for a big earthquake? That is not what I want to read. This is not reassuring, man. The related topics.
Earthquake.
7.1 quake and tsunami hits Japan. Oh my god.
Is that coming our way, LD?
Earthquake.
Are we okay? I'm panicking. I hear people running up the stairs.
Everyone's freaking out now. The house is on fire.
Alright.
Is everyone okay?
We're good.
I wasn't sure if that was the first earthquake or...
I wasn't sure if I was just drunk or if there was an earthquake.
So
I only had
everything's
one
okay.
What the fuck? We're good.
Yeah.
So the whole house came running upstairs. They want to make sure me and David didn't die.
We are the highest steps, so you're gonna be
Yeah.
to, like, fall off the top
It
of the
really,
house, right?
it really shook quite heavily.
That was
It's probably the strongest it's been since I've been here. Yeah.
yeah.
That's not good.
Wow.
Big one's coming.
I'm sensing a pattern of worse earthquakes.
For battle.
First
Oh
off,
jeez. Well, we're alive.
We're gonna have to make that move to Kansas City you were talking about.
They have other problems there. No earthquakes though.
Alrighty, we've got ourselves the end of a draft.
That was weird.
Oh. I've LD, we've done it all. We've had an earthquake while casting.
Dude,
Dota.
we are fucking
That's-
dedicated, dude. Casting through earthquakes. I
Yeah.
want some shout-outs on Reddit right now. Where's my shout-out thread?
Oh.
Hard work, dedication, double hashtag. Demon ain't got nothing on us. Oh boy. Alright. You're still tweeting your heart
Yeah.
out.
Alrighty, let's go. Back on focus here. Whew. It's what are we doing, LD? Save me.
Oh, do I have to
Execration versus
talk now?
Titan. We've got Execration versus Titan. It's game 2 of a best of 3. Titan absolutely destroying game 1. The game best of 3 indicator has not been updated, but Titan are up 1-0 here. It's going to be Titan playing on the dire side. We're going to see in the safe lane support being played by Net on the Rubik. We're going to have Ancient Apparition, Extinct supporting on towards the mid lane for now. We've got a Higher playing an offlane Nyx Assassin, NWP Yamate playing a solo mid Templar Assassin, and finally KYXY. He's going to be on the farming Weaver for Team Titan.
Well, meanwhile, on the Radiant side, Execration, they'll be running Chemo on that. Man, I gave Chemo a piece of my mind for his name changes, but he has settled here on Lumic for the time being. He'll be on your offlane Nature's Prophet. You've got Mr. Mid Player, or Ue, on the solo mid Sand King. Well, I guess they'll look to... It's not a bad matchup versus TA in some sense. We'll talk about that in a second. Fox, your support Shadow Demon, and BGO on the Dazzle, and that does leave Mr. Zombie Tsunami on... I guess that's Ninja Boogie handling the Marana. So, yeah, this is an interesting matchup mid. I actually played this in the Staff Cup as the TA, like a while ago. But this was when TA had the... I was the TA, and she had, like, the broken side blades.
Okay.
Oh, look at this crazy gang. Where they had, like, a wider AoE than what they do now. There's a bug with them. So, you just get so easy to hit Sand King when he's in Sandstorm.
Oh, they're going to wrap all the way around here. This Dazzle's tangoing on through here. They may spot him, so Dazzle can actually run away from this if he's careful.
Oh, he is going to. Are they going to cut
They're
him off?
blocking each other. They like bottlenecked each other in that little gap. And
Oh, Titan, this is a big investment. Why is he going in? Fox,
man.
what are you doing? He walks right in. They do have the arrow follow-up. They grave him. Oh, that was the plan, I guess.
Got for
The
his
chilling touch is going to wear off. He's low. He's not dead. They get it. Execration turnaround, by the way. I don't think we have Dota 2 sounds.
No,
No, we
Dota 2
do.
sounds.
Okay, just couldn't hear them. Couldn't hear them over the sounds of this crazy earthquake that we're having here, because we're dedicated here at BTS. Just wanted to make sure everyone knows.
You just really want that Reddit thread.
Yes, I really do. But yeah, they have the level 1 Caustic Finale mid, so I want to look at this mid matchup a bit. I guess if you think about it, Caustic Finale, pretty damn good against TA. You can constantly push the lane. Each Caustic Finale proc should do damage to her, so decent way to remove Refraction. You're not really going to kill her, but you can get your farm, you can push the wave. She's going to have a hard time killing you without sentries, maybe one support coming in, and Zenkian a pretty elusive hero. You can burrow strike up cliffs, so I don't know if I don't think it's a great matchup, but it's not as awful as what you would think.
Yeah, it's okay. Especially if Sand King's going to be bottle crowing a lot. That's where I think Sand King does just fine. I'd be curious to see what build he goes for. He's got a couple points in the Caustic Finale, but I feel it may almost be like you want to level up Sandstorm as well in this matchup. So we may see like a kind of just even distribution between some of his skills here.
Yeah, in some ways TA is a melee hero at the early levels, but she also has Refraction, so she's not going to... You can like just force them out of lane with the harassment, but Refraction will largely counter that. So defensive Charlie now for Titan. Their great Gambit backfired pretty horribly.
Oh yeah. It was a kind of unnecessary one, but it's one where, hey, you get a first blood in the offlane. That was what happened last game, where Ohio got first blood on Centaur, and then suddenly had a 6.5-minute blink dagger. So it was definitely something which is maybe worth a risk just to get Nyx Assassin that nice early start.
Yeah, absolutely. So this offlane for the Prophet, he's already level 3. He's almost got his phase boots. He's in pretty good shape. At the same time, Titan definitely have the heroes to kill him. And he'll have to tower hug here. He's got to be a bit worried about a tower dive. If they ever get a lift, he's just dead to the follow-up damage from Chilling Touch. But for now, he's doing a good job. And this kind of goes back to what I was mentioning earlier, where Rubik and Ancient Apparition are very level dependent. They fail on the first blood attempt, and that's going to slow them down. Plus, if he's blocking camps, where are they going to get their levels? So this is a pretty good matchup in some ways for Execration. I think it's going to be tough for Titan to get the experience they need. Mid lane,
Nyx is just being
dual laning mid.
No, he's been here for like 30 seconds and like kind of threw a mana burn, but with this bottom lane pushed out, he can't actually get much XP there. So I guess he decides, hey, Yamate, you don't need your XP. I need it too. Let's share. And TA doesn't really desperately need to get that level 6 as fast as possible, so a bit of mana burn harass, not going to do any harm there.
Yeah, she's already got the level 3 side blades, which honestly is more important than the traps. Just get your last hits, get your early farm up. And she is now pulling ahead. With the level 3 side blades, it gets harder for the Sand King. He's got the 1 value point Sandstorm, but Ohio's on the move. Do they have a sentry for him? Oh, they've got one. Surprised they didn't look to drop it. Top lane, though, the dive comes on Lumic.
Yeah,
I can't quite get him.
Yeah.
It's where they need the lift. Then they get this kill, but without it,
just zone him out so they can get a few more pot shots on the tower. There's going to be a support rotation. This is the Sand King coming as well. He's level 5, and he's actually trying to bait this top lane, but Chemo may have already overextended. The stun going to come in. Is it going to be in time? Lumic, he gets this self-sprout here. He doesn't want to right-click.
He doesn't have mana for TP. Oh, that sucks.
And the Ice Vortex giving vision as well. And now another stun comes in. Nyx Assassin gets a 2-hero impale here. Titan looking for more. He Extinct. He's going to run right into the Dazzle. BG picks up that kill, and now all Titan can do is look for a kill in the Shadow Dim, and then they want to retreat on out of here. They'll get the kill. They'll back off. 2-for-1 trade in Titan's favor at top lane.
Yeah, but this Weaver is 1,700 gold. This could be Tread's already up or the Lincoln's Rush. I was thinking... Yeah, I've been casting a little more Western Dota, so I'm like, oh, he's going to go Midas here. But no, there's no fear here. There's no Eternal Envy, so they'll go for more of like a kind of well-rounded build, I guess. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Ninja Boogie leaps in, goes for the arrow, but Extinct just casually jukes it off.
Yeah.
So
he takes over this offlane though, so interesting.
I like that because again with the Prophet offlane, how many pulls and stacks will you actually get? Yeah. Now he'll get his levels.
I guess there's nowhere really for Nyx though. Well, maybe there is. He takes mid, so
musical lanes.
Yeah, TA going to walk all the way home to refill the bottle, which is normally not what you'd see from a solo mid TA. But I guess considering at least someone's using the lane, it's okay.
And now there's a tri-lane mid. These lanes are so unsettled right now. It's about to wear off the smoke. They've got like maybe 8-10 seconds. They will get the disruption here. Is there a point Carapace? There is, and he pops it. The Burrow Strike was too early.
Yeah.
But even if that hit, there was a Carapace, so wouldn't have been very effective. Now he's on the run. They're going to start splashing through. BGO want to use the Grave, so Yamate turns tail onto the other heroes. Now the Burrow Strike comes in, connects on two from the hill, from the high ground. Big plays from Mr. Uwe, or Uwe. Well done. It's nighttime. He just stands at the top of the hill, channels Epi, burrows down. They didn't have a hill ward. And he just catches Titan with their pants down.
That was good stuff. Just something which Titan just didn't really take into consideration. Yamate just got a bit blindsided there by the kill that he was going to get on Dazzle. He knew as soon as the Grave went on the Sand King, he's like, okay, Dazzle's dead now, but he didn't really take into consideration what was going to be lost to get it in. Titan, I mean, that's a bit silly giving up those 2 kills, but they still got Weaver farming top lane.
It wasn't a carry, end of the day. Yeah. Yamate didn't die. He's got his phase in bottle, so it was okay for them.
Aya gets up to almost his level 5 at bottom lane. He'll leave the lane now, giving it to the Nyx Assassin, who they want to get level 6 on, and I think things are still going okay here for Titan.
Probably the biggest winner is actually Chemo, because now Chemo gets a much easier time in his lane.
Yeah, he's at level 6, so that's actually kill potential coming out of him.
Oh, Matt. been caught out. That level 4 Burrow Strike doing work. Now the Soul Catcher to fly. I don't think they have the damage, though. They needed that Soul Catcher first, but Fox was not in range. Oh, they do with the Prophet ult. Snipes him.
Yep. And TA now could be in a bit of trouble as well. There's a lot of burst damage here. The Impale comes out, only catches that one. Prophet going to TP in as well. Now Yamate sprouted up. He's going to go for a straight up TP. Nothing. Oh, he goes down. I thought he was actually going to get out of there, but the poison finished him off. And
he has no points in Meld.
Interesting. I guess against the Sand mid, that's where he went for this build, but I'm not a fan.
Yeah, I don't know if it would have saved him, but it might have bought him time for Refraction to cool down. In terms of AoE, they've got, what, Shadow Poison, Dazzle Heal. Maybe they could have killed him with a Dazzle Heal anyway, but yeah, ultimately, just good play.
Much better game 2 coming out from Execration after getting...
Is this the counter to Refraction, the Poison strat? Get your Dazzle Poison Touch, your Shadow Demon Poison stacks.
What was the last pick TA? So he kind of picked it into the counters, I guess.
Well, yeah, they didn't pick it to counter him, but is it a semi-counter, just mass poison? Get a Viper as well while you're at it?
One way to do it.
I'm not sure.
All about that poison lifestyle.
After a slow start, Execration are leading here slightly in terms of gold, experience. I think the big thing is just this early blink. Mid player is going to have a blink dagger before a lot of heroes even get their level 6. Rubik won't have his level 6. Ancient Apparition might, but still easily food. Meanwhile, there's a big smoke gank mid. Ohio leading the way, going for a gank here. But I don't know if they'll find anyone. They want... Looks like they want the top tower, so they'll rotate that direction.
Swing around here with the haste rune. Going to be wearing off in just a second here, but this Dazzle is in a lot of trouble once this lane pushes out, and it looks like he will get caught under his tower. Has got a grave, maybe see some TPs in, but I think he's going to die regardless. The lift, the chain stun is there, and well, this will be a kill as well as a tier 1 tower, probably going the way of Titan.
Mid player, 1900 gold. Blink is coming soon, but he doesn't have it yet. They've given the Shadow Demon the lane, but they just need to let Sand King farmers blink, then give up the lane. Meanwhile, Mirana hiding in the trees. That's a good place to stay.
We're going to TP top lane. They want to defend this tier 1 tower, and looks like Titan realized they don't want to commit to this one. That Prophet ultimate went through all of them and took a good 200, 300 HP from their entire squad at the top lane. So they back off, which is probably the smart thing to do there.
The one hero who's having a really good time for Titan is KYXY, 62 CS. He's 2-0-1. He's already got his ultimate orb, his Reign of Health. He is 2k gold away from Lincoln's.
Top of the net worth, and that's without his team having any towers down, compared to Execration, who pushed down a tier 1 tower, who've been getting more kills, so he's a good 500 gold ahead of the Mirana.
Sorry, I said 2k, it's more like 1.5k, so he could have it by like 13 minutes. 12, 13 minutes.
Does need to be careful here. There are heroes at top, kind of somewhat looking for kills on him, and Shadow Demon's picked up a very fast earn, so this is a nice early game pickup, but they need to start getting some kills so they can actually rack up those earn charges, otherwise it becomes a bit useless.
Mirana has her ult early drums up.
I don't think they can kill the Mirana. He scouts out the Shadow Demon. Going to just throw an Impale here. They're not going to go for this kill, I don't think. Just a bit of harass, maybe with a telekinesis, but
it's a level 4 Rubik. Doesn't have any damage to follow it up.
He didn't even go for the Vendetta hit. He just straight up Impaled, which kind of shows that, hey, he's not going for the kill, just wants to
They're just
harass.
like, I'm going to leave this lane, but before I do, I'm going to be a big dick.
Yeah.
There's a Prophet ult, and Extinct will rotate bottom.
He's got level 6 in.
Oh, he finds a regen. Well, I was going to say Prophet could have killed him, but with the regen, it'll be harder.
There we go. He's level 6 now, so A Ice Blast into play. This gives Titan a pretty strong team fight.
Moonlight Shadow.
Is
Are they going to go top?
No lane lord.
KYXY is such a difficult kill.
I think
he's already got Ult Orb, level 1 Soul Catcher, I believe.
Dazzle reveals himself mid lane, so
Level
they know
2.
the Moonlight Shadow's been used, and yeah, this is not going to find anyone at all.
But they, oh, that's just why. They've got the Blink now on the Sand King. It's going to say just Shadow Demon and Mirana. It would be very hard to get that kill, but...
Yeah. They throw poisons under the tower, and KYXY sees those poisons coming from the other side of the tree, so he knows that where Shadow
Meanwhile,
Demon is.
mid.
Ice Blast goes in. Ooh, Prophet gets blown up just as he picked up his mice. He did get to use it once, but...
We saw how prepared Titan were last game. They had sentries, and that was... I mean, that wasn't even against a hero like Nyx, and that was just... You know, who was it against, actually? It was like a not as common of an Invis gank. Jeez, my memory is awful. Gonna go look.
They had a Mirana Invis. Was the Mirana Moonlight Shadow the sentries?
Probably.
Yeah. It was the Mirana who... the offlane Mirana they got... they had lots of detection for. Oh, Arrow going to miss bottom lane. Extinct! Oh, he's going to go down anyways with the Prophet ultimate.
Yeah, it was the Mirana. You're right.
Your phase
And,
ends.
Leap's on cooldown now, so Ohio may actually look to commit to this skill. He throws out an impale, there's a mana burn to follow. Rubik coming nearby.
He's only level 4. They
Tried
can't
to get the
that
body
going.
block, but yeah, the phase boot's
Dire's
going
structures
to prevent that one.
fortified.
And mid tower, looks like Execration. Maybe able to pick this one up.
I just think KYXY is going to be a big problem for Titan at this point. Already has the Lincoln Sphere nearly complete. 900 gold away from the recipe.
Dire's middle tower is under
Good
attack.
luck. By the way, Cyborg Matt wants you to use Showcase Duo set.
Dire's
I used it
middle
last game,
tower
he missed
has
it.
fallen.
He needs a screenshot, and he's
Radiant
lazy, I guess.
structures are fortified.
Who do we want to hire? I'm going to go with Mr. Ogor. Mr. Ahaya, the big friendly giant. He's playing our Nyx Assassin. Well, he's being blocked by a Rubik. This is the worst showcase mode I've ever seen. I'm really bad at like maneuvering around the showcase mode
You can click with your left mouse and drag it,
Yeah.
and you can also zoom in and out as well.
with my mouse scroll.
Yeah, I think it's with your mouse
Yeah.
scroll.
Okay.
I think that's pretty much all you
You
can
can
do.
almost like cast off this in theory.
I,
you can
I,
actually-
I was casting Sniper, and I was just going behind him, and like it's like a third-person shooter. It's pretty legit.
Because you can like get the overhead view as well while it's going on. So you
Kinda,
can actually
yeah.
somewhat track a team fight.
It gets very like I start using it, and then I'm like, I better look at the minimap and see what's actually going on. Then I'm like, oh wait, I better just stop using Showcase mode.
Where's Mr. Chemo? What's he up to? Minusing creeps? Farming some ancients here.
Oh, they just smoked mid. The Execration looking to move top, but as you were mentioning, Titan are making their move bottom, and Esmeralda, she's got to be careful. They will go in mid though. Epicenter, is it enough? Yamate gets caught out.
Disruptions? I don't think they can kill him. Okay, they definitely can. What you talking about?
Secrets.
Yeah, the Prophet
I thought, that
TP'd in.
was, I thought the TP was coming from a teammate of Titan who was going to look to.
Oh, this is also
Save
going
his
to keep
life.
the Mirana safe, perhaps. Throws the arrow, and it's going to connect on KYXY. Huge arrow. Now the Burrow Strike follow-up. The plays from Mr. Zombie Tsunami. Ninja Boogie in the house at your service. That was a very important kill, because he
Dire's
was
top tower
like
is under attack. 200
200 gold away from Lincoln Sphere, if that.
And the chase is on. Sankin gets a blink Barrow Strike, catches that Extinct here. Extinct going to immediately TP. Disruption there to cancel it, and well.
Ohio
like
sticking
Uwe.
around. He's going to get hit by an arrow. No, it connects on the Ancient Apparition. And then Ohio goes for the TP
There's a
out.
stun. They've got another Barrow Strike.
The feeds. 3 heroes dead. Wow. And they're going to take a tower top.
Dire's top tower
Or at
is
least
under
damage it
attack.
quite a bit. It's that early Sand King Blink doing work.
Yeah. And this Sanking, I hope he doesn't use Epicenter too much. I'm getting
He's
like,
only got 40 CS compared to the 80
Dire's
of
top
TA,
tower
but
is under attack.
yeah.
he's still doing way more work than this Templar Assassin. 3-0 and 6. They've got 11 kills, so 9 out. That's almost
That was-
what 80+% participation rate. That's quite good.
Yeah. And that was KYXY's Lincoln's more or less. He's about 400 short of it now, but getting that kill on him was huge. He was level 10 as well, so that's a lot of experience and gold going the way of Execration. He gets Marana up to level 11 and a half, and this Marana, I mean, talk about the Weaver being far. Marana has phase, drums, and ultimate orb up.
Yeah, that was a huge kill.
Marana's suddenly 1k net worth ahead of Weaver too.
Yeah, I think it was not even, but pretty close before that. But yeah, the tier 1 tower falls bottom. They're
Dire's
also up
bottom
2
tower is under
towers to
attack.
0, so part of that is tower gold.
Yep.
But yeah, I think it's just up to the Sand King. Keep on making the plays. He goes for an Ogre Club. I imagine it could be a BKB. I feel like early eggs is quite nice on Sand King over BKB.
Oh, no,
Like, how often do you need BKB on that hero? Normally, you just channel Epi from the fog.
the Veil's probably, I mean, just a bit more cost effective than the Ags, depending if he wants to tank up or not.
Wait,
Or
did
even
he?
a 4-star. He sold the Ogre.
He sold the
Club,
Ogre
yeah.
Club,
He
okay.
picked up Arcane Boots. Well, 4-star is always nice, but I think you maybe even go Veil. We'll see.
Veil is the most damage efficient pickup.
Yeah. For
But Ags gives you a lot more utility in terms of, like, sure, you get the armor from the Veil, but you're still quite squishy. But Ags gives you a lot of HP and just mana to work with.
yeah. Well, as things stand here, we look towards Sankey at the top lane. Could be in a bit of a trap here. Hayo's in the trees and
Radiant's middle
probably going
tower
to TP in
is
as
under
well. Hayo
attack.
can't really engage in this. He's got absolutely no backup whatsoever. He's going to TP out.
TP to
Doesn't
the
get
tier
down.
2.
They want to fight this, it looks like.
Yeah, they want to fight with 5, but
Dire's
now
top
mid,
tower
he's
is
stolen
under
something. It
attack.
is the level 3 Sacred Arrow. But I don't know if they can take this fight. This Sand King is just such a problem for them. Like, they don't have a great way to jump him. Sure, they've got some good lockdown, but Nyx, no Blink Dagger. So how do you get on top of the
Dire's
Sand
top
King?
tower
It's just very
is under
difficult.
attack.
It looks like Titan may just give up this top tier on tower already too low, and well, they swing back towards their jungle. KYXY, sure
Dire's
you've got a
top
Lincoln
tower
Sphere, but
has
doesn't mean you
fallen.
can fight and you're invincible. Sand King engages on you, and you're in a lot of trouble. So Titan, they back off for now, and they want to finish off this BKB for Yamate. He's just 100 gold away from it, so he'll have it, and maybe with the BKB on TA, they can start looking to fight more.
Yeah, they have Demonic Purge and Disruption to kite her. There's also the Grave to waste her BKB time, but they also can't really kill her during it. No physical damage as of yet. They'll casually pop a Dust, and they'll pop a Moonlight Shadow as well, but they've done it right under a Dire Observer Ward.
Yeah.
Low percentage play here. They're going to force it a bit. Maybe Titan look to spring a trap.
Oh, Net could be running right into them.
They saw this. They saw this. They had an Observer Ward right there, and he's going to walk right into the Disruption. Net is expecting backup, and he's getting none.
Yeah, here comes Yamate, but it's too late. He's got the BKB ready. He's not popping it too early, which is good, because he's going to need it if a fight breaks out. Nyx Assassin going to hit an Impale, catches out the Dazzle, bursts him down before a Grave can be used. Arrow catches out Yamate, though. No follow-up damage, and it looks like the chase is on for the Shadow Demon. KYXY wants to bring him down. There's a T1 tower, though, which will make this a bit tricky. Disruption under the tower. TP from the Sand King. Is he going to look for this counter kill? Long TP from the Sand King. Prophet coming in as well, and Weaver gets forced back, so...
His Lincolns is cooled down, so this is going to be a very difficult kill.
Arrow... not on the mark.
Nyx is coming in from the sides, but they've spotted him out here with their own Observer Ward. He does carapace the Burrow Strike, but still on the run mid-player. Nice body blocks. Very nice body blocks. Now the Disruption coming through KYXY. Now the Epicenter being channeled. He's trapped in the trees of his own Nature's Prophet. He can't do anything. Just watches him walk away. Oh, that was unfortunate. Now they chase KYXY. Can they hit an arrow here? No, it's cooling down. I don't think they have the... They need this blink stun. They get the stun. Do they have the follow-up? The Moonlight Shadow. The heal bomb's there. And the Lincoln's Weaver goes down. That is a very difficult kill for this lineup.
Some Viet Cong-like flashbacks whenever this Sand King uses Epicenter LD.
Ohio could be caught out here. Look at these wards, but no, he's going to catch BGO1 out.
Yeah, that's a dead Dazzle here. Titan need all the pickups they can get here. Actually, still is great.
Well, but there's no TP. Uh-oh. But the team's coming. Arrow.
Yeah, he earns himself up. Alright.
Now they're pressuring mid. Nature's Prophet is defending. He has his ultimate, but the tower's already down. BKB comes in from Yamate. Wow, it's not a very good 10-second BKB. Oh, he kills the Necro Creep, though. That's good. Now he gets his 200 gold.
150. I think it was just a level 2. So
oh, it's the level 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, it was level 1. Even less. Either way, a bit of gold going the way of Yamate. He's actually pretty farmed here. That's the thing where Titan, they're not fighting well. They're unable to defend a lot of their towers, but they make sure they get farm on their core heroes. Both Weaver and TA, both looking pretty good, but their supports and even in the offlane Nyx are so far behind. 1,600 gold on Rubik and EA, and then the Nyx only sitting on 2,700. Compare that to like a Radiant support Shadow Demon. It's just, man,
it's the tower gold, like we were talking about. Just only the tier 1 down mid. They've already taken 3 of their own, and they're also up 7 kills, which doesn't hurt either. But a lot of it's just tower gold.
Execration in a really good position here in game 2. About a 6-7k gold lead after losing game 1, although it doesn't show on the top guys. It was a game 1 victory for Titan, and Execration looking to take this to a game decider.
Speaking of tower gold, top tower almost in deny range, but Lumik's not. Chemo's not going to let it get there. He's going to go for the tower deny. Perhaps he breaks the Lincoln Sphere with the Sprout. Is there a follow up for this? Nope.
No detection.
And now Yamate soloing Roche. So space created by the Weaver.
Nice bit of play here. I imagine we even see Weaver come in for this one. Yeah, he's gonna back up the TA. Hasn't actually picked up much beyond his Lincoln Sphere. Picked up some treads and probably gonna look towards that Desolated type build.
I don't even know if they can get there in time. Execration got to book it.
Well, they're nearby. If they throw an arrow, they'll see this one. This Roche is really slow. KYXY, he's taking too much damage here. He can't really stay and fight. If it gets scouted, they're screwed, and it will get scouted. Titan have to back off.
Is it even worth it to use Chilling Touch against Roche with his magic resistance?
Probably not. I mean, you're probably better off saving for a fight.
I've seen some teams do it, but what is his magic? It's like 85 or like even higher than that, 90+%.
Interesting build coming out from Extinct, going for the max Ice Vortex, not Chilling Touch. I often see like a 1-4-4 type build, but normally it's the Chilling Touch you max before the Ice Vortex.
I guess it's just for the chasing, because they don't have much they have very little magic damage, just as ult. They'll shoot the ult bottom. They're looking for Chemo here.
Ooh,
Ohio's got a Burrow Strike, or an Impale rather.
Oh, misses it.
Just off the mark.
I think he let it fly a bit too longer. If he releases it sooner, may have hit, but that's all good.
It was just like an awkward angle. He needed to shoot it more towards the tower.
And
They're scouting the Roche, though.
yeah,
so.
now that they know Titan are thinking about Roshan, they'll be having Treants in there constantly. So this will be... I think Titan just need to realize they're probably unable to get this, and they can go farm Ancients, do other things. This is actually a pretty big Ancient stack here.
Yeah, Execration are not good at killing Ancients, though. Very little physical damage. Sure, your Mirana's quite farm, but what's she done with her farm?
It's a Lincoln. Super tanky defensive items from Marana.
I feel like no matter what Mirana goes, though, like just needs so many items to be relevant in the late game as a damage dealer. Sure, she's a great initiator, she's got a lot of utility, but if you want to go toe-to-toe with a TA or a Weaver, you need a lot more farm than them.
Well, once Marana... It's kind of similar to the Weaver. Like, you need that follow-up item, and Weaver, his follow-up item's going to be a BKB. The Lincoln's
Pinoy.
BKB.
Oh
my gosh.
A little Pinoy love here. Oh, they'll go in bottom lane. Burrow Strike catches out Chemo. They have Dust follow-up. Any detection. The Dust is going to fly, and Chemo's still alive. He will go down in the end. They've also stolen level 4 teleport. Oh, this could be huge.
Higher going to go down in return. Strike comes in and finishes him off. And
Well, he dies, but when he comes back, they'll have level 4 teleport, which the Rubik's already used to take a trip to the well, and Nyx. And H Apparition. That's a good triple gank combo.
yeah. The TP on Rubik's kind of nice. Like, saves him some... like, but it's not like any extra damage output or nukes or
You
lockdown.
get a Fade Bolt. And a lift, I guess.
Yeah.
You get some right clicks.
Yeah, but like in a team fight or something, you want to be able to steal like a Burrow Strike or...
Oh, yeah, no, it's a useless
arrow, Starstorm.
team fight ability.
Yeah.
Just alright for ganking, I guess.
They probably don't really... They don't want a team fight anyways. They want to go for these little pick-offs, so that's where it can be useful.
They'll rotate in mid, and Weaver's here. Well, if he gets BKB and Lincolns, he'll be very tough to kill. Does eat an
Shadow
arrow to the
Demon's
face.
going for a solo kill up top. He may just get on X-Link here. He may pay for it with his life. That was some overconfidence coming in. There's your teleport Rubik.
He got the kill,
Yeah.
but after his death. And meanwhile, while that was happening, they sent 3 in mid, tried to kill up the Weaver, could not do it. And they'll keep on chasing. Arrow to fly. Nails the creep in the face. Well, he hit that one. Just not the target he was looking for.
Yeah.
Like you said, Titan should just be split pushing while this is happening.
Ahio, he's invised up here. Sees a lot of this. The Sensual gets placed, but already Ahio's backed off. And it's like Execration. I'm unable to find too much. Well, there's a Blink Burrow Strike coming in. Catches out KYX, so he gets 4 stuff out of there. By Ahio. Has just picked up this 4 stuff, so this will help him out a lot. It looks like Execration happy to commit to this tier 2 top tower.
There's a glyph here. I think Titan can take tier 1 and maybe contest. Especially with that ult hitting 3, 4. Oh yeah, they got a back.
Yeah, Yamate goes in, pops his BKB, goes straight onto the Dazzle, and Dazzle I think just has to sacrifice himself. And well, Sanking has got an Epicenter Blink if he can actually catch it out. Gets lift up in the air. This is the teleport in by the Rubik here. They're trying to take Uwe out of this fight. The Dazzle finally does end up going down.
They're still chasing mid player. Can they kill him? They have no detection.
He can almost Epicenter and Blink and go back into this fight if he's feeling confident.
Can they? Oh, Arrow's gonna connect on Ahio. Maybe they will go back in. He's looking for the Epi. He's channeling it now, but I think he's too far away. He blinks in. He needs to burrow for it. That's a complete airball. Oh, maybe not at the
Just
end.
the
He
end.
catches 2, but it's just too late. Oh yeah.
Needed
If
to
he had
get
if he had a 4 staff, he gets like a quad kill there.
Yeah, need to get just that little bit closer, unfortunately. And Titan gonna be really happy with how that fight went for them.
They actually have a 4 staff on the Shadow Demon, but that would have been some next level coordination.
Yeah. Execration happy just to keep taking these fights to the top lane. Central does give vision of KYX right here. Lead. Arrow gonna hit. Starfall gonna catch twice as well. KYX almost goes down 25 HP. The dust comes as well. One more right click. They get the kill. Ninja Boogie. What a player, man.
I feel like this Weaver should never die this game. Well, he doesn't have the BKB yet, but especially once he gets it. But
Outplayed.
he's dying a decent amount. 4 and 3.
Fox getting low here. This T2 tower ooh, getting glyphed up. CA wants to TP into this one. Immediate Moonlight Shadow, and I think they just look for the tower to 9. Back off.
Is there detection here? There's not. The Lincoln Sphere gets popped, but they have no detection.
Sprout, immediate blink out. Templar Assassin has finished the blink here, looking to go on the Shadow Demon, gets disrupted, pops a BKB, but you just get kited around. There's no way to actually lock onto anyone. The Necrobook 3 is now harassing down Ohio. He can't fight anymore, and that's a BKB use. T2 tower does even get last hit by the Mirana, so Mirana gonna have another item up fairly soon.
Yeah, and this is like a very tanky. This is how Mirana should be played. Sure, she went Lincolns, but she's constantly fighting, and that's what you want to be doing with that hero.
Oh, Yamate, no BKB at the mid lane. Blink, Burrow Strike. He's going down here. The arrow to follow. That's going to hit him. He does actually refract it. He's invis now, but they've got the detection they need. They burst him down. And a TP in. Uh-oh. Nyx Assassin could be in trouble. Pops the Carapace here, but he's going to get chased down by Demonic Purge. Dodges the Impale. Nicely played by Uwe. Almost hits a 2-hero Burrow Strike just off the mark. Now Hayo manages to scurry his way out of there with a vendetta. It looks like
He did steal Burrow Strike the Rubik, but I don't know if he can find a kill with it.
Hayo's been scattered out. There's a gem on this Shadow Demon, so this means that Hayo could be in trouble here. Weave comes out, Burrow Strike, and that's the death of a Hayo. They see KYXY with this gem, and he's just going to back off. Marana?
They're just not on the same page. It's like one here's
Oh
going
my
to,
God.
what an arrow sniper YOLO mode in the face. Nice forced FY, helps keep him
two-hero
alive, but
Burrow
Epicenter is coming. Pain, no, it gets canceled. Oh, that was a crucial cancel. Still KOXY time-lapsing out. Can they stun him? One more Burrow Strike, and he is toast. They need to kill off the bugs. The poison continue to get vision. Another arrow! Another hit! They just keep on coming. Ninja Boogie playing just balls to the wall. Marana Dota right now. Very impressive stuff. 21 to 10 your score. I think Titan are just losing all momentum at this point.
That fight there was just
How many arrows has
huge
this
plays.
guy's hit? Jesus.
The first one looked like it was one that KYXO should have dodged, but it like flew over these trees just so that it like you can't really see the arrow clearly when it's over those trees. And he gets caught by surprise. They go into the Roshan pit. Ultimate will fly, but I don't think they care about this one. They get
What's the follow-up is the question. Yamate has a blink, though. Maybe he goes for the Age of Steel. Rosh is dropping low. He's got a BKB. He could probably give it a shot. Is he going to make man up? Go for the plays? Go for the plays. The Burrow Strike comes in from the side from net. Rosh isn't low enough yet. Now the counter Burrow Strike. He BKBs. He jumps into the pit. He wants this Aegis. It's snatched by the Marana. Killed off by Yamate. He's already used his BKB now, and well, we'll see what he can do from here. The Burrow Strike comes through, but Disruption makes it miss. He's surrounded by trees. Refraction can't save him now. An army of units bring Yamate down. 3 for 1, and the Aegis goes the other way. It's still up on the Marana, and she's chasing. They're looking for this Weaver here. Still the Linkage available. No way to break it.
Shadow Demon's not there with the gem. He's a bit too far away, so they're not going to be able to chase down the Weaver, but they kill off 3. They got the Aegis for themselves.
Marana's got 4 points. She's got Deso Gold if she wants it, or Maelstrom, and then working towards Mjolnir. She's getting fat.
Yeah, that was the last 2 fights just going horribly wrong for Titan. Could be this series going to a game 3.
Well, it's like we were talking about. Just no team in Southeast Asia is dominant or consistent. There's no DK in Southeast Asia. There's no Empire. There's no team that's beating all but the very best.
Yeah, Titan, when they look good, they actually like crush and dominate games. But the problem is that doesn't happen consistently.
It's like every other game. It's like a Jekyll and Hyde act almost, really.
Which Titan will show up today? And so far, game 1 was the Titan people want to see, but game 2 has not been the most coordinated teams at time.
Yeah. So at this point, I think Execration, they have the Aegis. They don't need to force the high ground yet. That is where Titan are pretty scary. Ancient Apparition, no Ags up yet, but he's got the level 2 ultimate. They're a good buyback lineup as well. Heroes like TA, Weaver, if they buy back, can turn fights around, potentially. So I think you just keep on farming if you're Execration. Not sure you want to go ultra late game, but go for a pick off here when you've got your next item on the Marana.
The Manto, this is such like a non-committal item. It's not offensive. It's not really defense. Like you don't want defensive items, but I feel like you should almost go for like
a
true
Deso.
damage.
Yeah, Deso, MKB.
Yeah, Deso, MKB,
I'm on board with
Mjolnir.
that.
Like the Manta style just doesn't give that much actual damage output.
Gives you some illusions to break refraction, I guess, but honestly, the TA hasn't been a problem.
Yep.
There's no silences to Manta off.
This Marana has not died all game. Like Manta style, like you look at the damage it gives you. It's 26 agility, 15 attack speed. That's all you get. Like the illusion damage is pretty negligible. Like this is not a good damage item.
That item's also not as good on ranged heroes because it's got the longer cooldown. It's still not bad, but it's not like you're a super hard-hitting ranged hero either. Well, Titan looking to find a pick off here bottom lane, but nobody's TPing in. Will anybody choose to do so? Vendetta's still up for a little while. For now, Execration are just going to pressure mid.
I think Titan just realizing they've got to avoid fights.
Oh, they could get a kill here, though. They've got the Nyx waiting.
Probably going to TP bottom lane.
Maybe not. He's
no
really
blink.
tanky.
He's got a 4-staff, which isn't really quite the blink type initiation.
And I think they need that Vendetta damage, because that Prophet's actually quite tanky. 1,500 health.
Yep.
8 armor. Meanwhile, top lane, Marana getting aggressive here, Ninja Boogie. A whole Manta, but that is not going to save him from the Ancient Apparition Ice Blast.
Possibly the Disruption will, though. And blocks a little bit of that Ice Blast tick damage, and yeah, the Grave will be there. So he stays alive, still has the Aegis for 2.5 minutes.
Yeah.
He
They
can get healed
need.
up.
I think the big thing for Titan, they need the Ancient Apparition Eggs.
Okay, KYXY gets hit again by an arrow. He's going to be okay, it looks like, this time around.
What an arrow magnet. Jesus. He's just tanking
Blink
those.
Virus, like they've gone in on Yamate. There's no arrow to follow this one up, but there is a Demonic Purge that's going to go through the BKB of Yamate. They burst down the Sand King. That's a big kill to be getting to start things off. No Epicenters, no Burrow Strike to have to worry about here. And Rubik, once again, has a stolen Burrow Strike. He's been one of the kind of more standout players on the Titan side this game as far as stealing spells and making plays happen, but we're going to need to see a lot more from him.
If they... Oh, he's going to get hit by the Execration ult. They want to pop this Aegis, but the Grave comes out.
He's dead.
Might have been a little bit too early. I think he's going to lose his Aegis here for sure. Yamate gets caught out, though. He'll go down. Oh, worth the Aegis. There's a buyback on TA, but Yamate may be forced to use it.
Yeah, you don't want to use it, but you may have to. That's always the thing. Like, Moran and Templar Assassin desperately needs another item to keep Titan in this game. And
Scythe is up on Chemo as well.
he goes KYXY from the sides. BKB is on cooldown. Has just such little damage output with this item build of his, although you can't really blame him for wanting to stay alive in these teamfights. Oh, there's a force staff into a Pyro Strike. Catches that 1 or 2 heroes here. They're trying to focus down the Shadow Demon. They will do so. That's a gem on the ground. Immediately picked up by Mirana. Nicely played there. Once again, Ninja Boogie just on point in these teamfights. And now there's going to be a self-grave TP out. BG, will he? Oh, he gets stunned up at the last second. Just in time to catch him out.
Good high ground defense. And Aghanim Scepter is almost out. In fact, it's out for Extinct.
That's...
Game gets much harder for
And the
Execration
blink.
from here.
Ooh, 2 big item pickups for Titan.
Titan may be down 10k gold, 8k experience, but this is a very surmountable lead. That being said, their cores have to step their game up. This Weaver's been dying a lot. The TA for Yamate has been very underwhelming. 2 and 5 on him. Even KOX by 4 and 4, but it's been the supports for Titan keeping them in this game, especially Net on the Rubik, and now it's going to be Extinct's time to shine.
Yeah. Once Titan get damage items on TA and Weaver, just that one damage item, like the Desolator. We may even see them both go Desolator because they're often not on the same target and it's just such a good cost-effective item. Once they get those, Titan, they're not back in the game completely, but it becomes a lot closer.
It's just very dangerous to try to go high ground against this Ancient Apparition. If they overextend, they might get team wiped. At the same time, Execration can take fights. They just have to be selective. We'll see if they do it. They'll try and siege mid. They'll push it in. Wow. Look at those. Did they see that ward? Oh, they must have seen it earlier.
Okay, yeah.
I was going to say how they have vision of it when they're just in the lane, but they must have seen it previously and just remembered about it. Arrow, once again, almost hits KYXY. He's really been a magnet. Meanwhile, Chemo gets caught out by Ohio. We'll go down to the Ancient Apparition Ice Blast. Just caught the tail end of it.
Nyx Assassin may go down in return, though. Actually, nice full stuff away. Has got a TP in.
Well, it's enough. Main thing is
TP
there's no stun to cancel this TP.
Sanking finishes off a BKB, and we saw in that last fight, though, he can get chain stun down. Nyx Impale, Carapace, Rubik Telekinesis, and then Pyro Strike as well, still in this Rubik, so...
They should just keep on split pushing and just use the Nyx and H Apparition to get pickoffs. If they can do that, get a few more, buy time for the Weaver and TA, they'll have to get damage items soon.
I like Extinct's positioning here. He knows where to stay. He knows exactly where to stay.
I like how he's just like peeking around the corners.
Be as far away as possible while still being near, but you want to get that bigger AoE on your Ice Blast. Okay, I guess he has got the TP to get out of there. If there is a push coming in, he does want to be there for the Ice Vortexes, though.
It's kind of perfect if they push mid, because you'll get like a nice long angle at it.
Yeah.
Compared to the Fountain, but... And maybe they won't see it coming is the other thing. It's just like an unusual angle to shoot it from.
Alrighty, well...
But I think Titan are playing this well. Just play defensively, farm your Ancients, defend the high ground at all costs, and count on your late game.
Yeah, Deso coming in like 1k gold for your TA. Weaver has 2.6k. We'll have to see what he goes for. Maybe looks for a more late game damage type item, your MKB, your Daedalus, but all in all, game on. Roshan going to be respawning in the next 2-3 minutes, and
Execration need this Aegis. They do not want to try to break base without one.
And Nyx can just keep looking for these pickoffs. Level 3 Vendetta gives a good amount of bonus damage, and
Extinct's just waiting to shoot the ult as well.
oh, and Yamate's been found out, though. He got chain stunned up as well. Can't even get off his BKB. I think there was an arrow once again to start things off. Didn't quite catch the initiation, but they bring down Yamate. They get another kill, and that was when he's almost finished the Desolator as well.
Yeah, I think it was an arrow, and then they followed up with the Hex, and then the Burrow Strike came through as well.
The push now starts towards this bottom lane, and TA on the sidelines has buyback. Oh, no, doesn't. It's on cooldown.
Dark light.
So no buyback here on the Titan TA side, and
Is Roche up yet? Oh, no. Not up just yet, so Titan's still... The RNG's somewhat on their side, I guess you could say.
down the mid lane, the Execration goes. So RNG may be on their side with Roshan, but I think Execration just decide we can get Raxes, and we can get Raxes now. Arrow not going to land, and well, there's no glyph either, so this at least the tier 3 tower will fall here.
Ninja Bogey's getting big. 18k net worth. Is it enough? He's going to leap forward. He pops the Manta. Then he's like, oh shit. I need to get the hell out, man.
And Sankey went in with the BKB. Didn't even do a whole lot there. I'm not sure. He looked like he was looking for the Rubik there, but...
Another arrow. Another hit on KYXY. He's got to stop tanking these arrows to the face. But Ohio comes in. Comes in with the Impale on 2. Then a Burrow Strike also connects on 2. 4 will fall. They really need an Ancient Apparition buyback, or these racks are toast. But he doesn't have the gold for it. I don't know if Titan can defend anymore, gods. This could be it.
Yeah, they're going to buy back the Rubik as well. Another Blink Impale coming out. It's onto the Mirana. Mirana has got a Leap Mana as well as gets graved up. The grave not even needed. The melee rack's going to go down. Epicenter Blink coming out from Sanking. Not doing a whole lot of damage here, but it's still enough just to push Titan back. They've got the racks. That's what they came for. They can back off now safely, get their next item or two, wait for the next Roshan, and then go look for another high ground siege once again. Titan used so many buybacks there that it just feels like, sure, they kind of held on just a little bit, but they're going to be so hard to scale. They're not going to scale without items now. Like, the late game for them is not looking very good.
Yeah. What are those items going to be? A 40-plus minute Deso on TA. Pretty underwhelming. Weaver, I don't even know. He maybe has a Demon Edge now. Meanwhile, Morana's got MKB.
That was 3 buybacks in that fight, and then the TA buyback being used during the last team fight, so none of these heroes...
they're going to find Yamate here, bottom rune.
He's in. What's
He's
he
going to get
thinking?
purged.
He blinked into the river here. The poison touch not going to work
Oh,
against the BKB.
that's Roche. They aren't fighting this now, not without the TA BKB. They might try, but it's going to be real tough. They still have to worry about the Ice Blast, though. That is the one concern. That's the one way Execration can lose, is a really good Ice Blast and just sticking around in the pit too long.
Yeah, there was that one last Roshan fight which went really well for Titan, where Ned initiated with a Force Staff into a Burrow Strike, stolen Burrow Strike, and then Nyx Assassin followed up with like a 3/4 hero Impale, and that's kind of what they need to do. Combine that with an Ice Blast, maybe they can take a team fight, but for now, Rubik doesn't even have that Burrow Strike.
Big Moonlight Shadow heading towards the bottom lane. The arrow, a bit off the mark here, but worth the shot. I do like how Ninja Boogie just keeps on pulling the trigger on these arrows. Like, not overthinking it, not trying to find the perfect ones, just let them fly.
Yeah. Nope, now he's
Arrows out,
fly at
boys.
Roshan.
An easy shot.
Well, he is not going to miss the big boy here.
No.
It's the Roche.
And Nyx Assassin is on the prowl. He's actually going to head down bottom lane. May find this Sand King. Hey, Ice Blast coming as well. Oh, Sand King gets out of there at the right time. And now he sees that Ice Blast and realizes that, hey, Nyx Assassin's nearby.
And now they can't contest the Roche? Because I
I
don't know if they could have anyway,
yeah.
but now they did have a DD on this TA. Oh, come on with these arrows!
Please. Yeah,
Epicenter's being channeled. It's going to come in and
yes.
another air ball. What is this game? Ooey has not been his day. Now the purge on
They get him
Yamate.
anyways.
Oh boy.
But that
His epicenters have been... He's had the one good one mid. The rest have been just atrocious.
he blinked into like to be fair, he did blink into fog and he didn't know
And just randomly ground stunned and hope to
that.
find
He ground
someone,
stunned where the TA got arrowed, but he didn't realize the TA had been forced off by a teammate. Like,
yeah.
as bad as that looked, I don't blame
That's
him.
true.
He just would have chained like blink shift Q, epicenter shift Q, blink dagger, and then immediately try stun, and there was just no one there.
Yeah. I'll take that flame back. I reverse my opinion.
Some of his other ones have been bad, but that one was excusable.
Excusable. There you go. Ancient Apparition ult comes in. It only connects on mid player, who is BKB'd. And now, they'll just keep on chasing. This Mirana is big. She's scary. Diving towards the tower. Doesn't get the kill. Extinct down to 33 HP. But their carries can't actually stand against her.
And without TA, like, they just can't straight up fight this. TA dead on the sidelines. Raxus will go down, and I think Titan is just going to have to GG out. 40 minutes in. They held on for a while here, but Execration, they take game 2. We're probably looking to go to a game 3 here, LD.
Oh, we're definitely looking to go to a game 3. Titan are all out of gas, all out of steam. And Execration, they last time went 1-2 against Titan. Maybe they'll make it a 2-1 this time around. Take home some extra ducats for their trouble, and they'll just start diving the well here. Look for Extinct. Out comes Net. He'll try and defend. They are diving a bit, maybe a bit too far. They'll drop their gem, and still Ninja Boogie's going to work. Just doesn't care. He's farming them at the well. Picks up the casual triple kill. The humiliation
At it
is
again.
successful.
Yeah.
Gets the GG call.
Well, there we go. Game 3 it is now. 3rd place decider. Execration showing that even that game 1 stomp is not going to stop them in this series.
Pinoy power. Nicely done.
Pinoy Dota is back, man. We mentioned this earlier. Execration probably the strongest Pinoy team at the moment. They're in pretty good form. They've had a good run
To be fair,
here.
that changes from like day to day. Well, not
Yeah.
like week to week, but yeah, they've looked good recently.
Yep. No, very true. But that does it for game 2. Whew. Good way to start things off. I'm glad it wasn't like a fast, like, 2 25-minute games in a row Titan stomp.
Yeah.
That would have been no fun, LD.
It does just bring up the question though, like, what is it with Titan? Like, one game they're great, the next game it's like they're like tripping over their own
Yeah.
feet.
And also the question still remains, who's the best team in Southeast Asia? No one really knows.
These teams aren't even in the finals.
Like even when you look at Scythe versus RRQ, whoever wins that, like no one's going to say they're the best team in Southeast Asia.
There's just a lot more tournaments that have to be won.
Every tournament's being won by someone different. Like Orange won the AOC tournament. Arrow won a tournament as well somewhere along the line.
You go back till the end of last winter, you had Mineski winning GMPGL, Titan got to the finals there.
Well, it was
Been
like,
all over the place.
For a while it was Mineski Titan as like the clear top 2 in Southeast Asia, but that's not even the case anymore. So
Well, going to game 3, who are your rares on? Do you have a favorite here, Gods?
I believe in Titan. I think they'll take it. Are you feeling Pinoys or are you going with the Malaysians?
I need to see the draft. I'll reserve
Yeah.
judgment, then I'll
I
cast
didn't like
it.
that Titan draft. That's for sure. That was, and especially with the last big TA. Like the TA would blink BKB and just get kited around.
Yeah, Demonic Purge is really good against her as well, and Disruption. So
Last big
sure.
Shadow Demon was really clever as well. Like that was like kind of a thorn in. The Shadow Demon was the thorn in Titan's side that game in a lot of ways.
yeah, the poison strat, it's legit. Plus the Grave, that's an annoying combo to play against. Like heroes are just do not die.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Game 3 coming up.
Game 3 coming up, guys. We're gonna go into a quick break. When we come back, it's the third place decider. Titan vs Execration resuming shortly.